All right, guys, so you're going to have to help me understand what Dodge is doing because even I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? Dodge just dropped the news August 19th today that they will be bringing back the Durango SRT Hellcat, 6.2 liter V8 supercharged Hemi, 710 horsepower monster that you and I know for the 2025 year. So they're bringing the Hellcat back for the Durango in 2025, but no other Hellcats for any other car. No more T-Rex, no more Charger, no more Challenger. Nobody else gets a Hellcat except the Durango in 2025. And get this, it's going to be considered a special edition that only comes in one color. And the MSRP, $113,000. I can't make this up, man. What's going on with Dodge? Let's talk about it. What's up, guys? It's your boy Knockout 360 here with another video, man. So you can tell I'm in a house that makes this a house vlog. You know how it's going down and come around. Let's get into it. Car content, car shows, car reviews, car meets, anything and everything car related happens on this channel. So if you're into that, make sure that you stick around. For everyone else, hit that subscribe button, as well as that notification bell so that you know what's coming out and when it's coming out. So let's not even waste your time. Once again, shout out to Mopar Insiders. They call this guy Mopar Insiders for a reason because he's literally inside of all of the deals before anybody knows anything about it. Dodge unleashes 2025 Durango SRT Hellcat in Silver Bullet. The reason that that's special is because that's going to be Dodge's last call special edition for the SRT Hellcat. The last Durango Hellcat ever in one color, to my understanding. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe that they're only going to offer the Durango in 2025 for the last year in one color, which is that Silver Bullet color, which is basically silver. You know what I'm saying? It's silver. The performance is the exact same. Brakes, transmission, all that shit, the exact same. 6.2 liter supercharged Hemi, V8. We've been seeing it since 2015, the exact same. They changed up a couple of things. Let's talk about the things that they changed up here. Boom. Number one, the color. Silver Bullet. Designed to be a visual and performance masterpiece. Available in the eye-catching triple nickel exterior color. This special edition model features satin black painted hood. So the hood's black, gray metallic SRT Hellcat badging, satin black Dodge tail lamp badge, right? It rides on 20 by 10 inch lights out finished wheels, complemented by SRT black exhaust tips, 6-piston red Brembo braking system, right? The cabin is adorned with an ebony red Napa leather, which is first. That's a first for any Dodge, ebony red Napa leather. So that's first for anything and everything. It also features suede steering wheel embellished with silver, accent stitching, suede headliner, dual silver accent stitching throughout the interior. Additional premium touches, wrapped suede wrapped instrument panel, forged carbon fiber interior accents. So it's got a whole lot of interior accents that makes it look good. It's got that nice red Napa leather, ebony Napa leather red, which is, to my understanding, like a burgundy. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be like a dark red. So it's not that red that we're used to with the interiors of Hellcats and Scat Packs. It's going to be like a burgundy red. I don't think any of this has changed. SRT Hellcat Silver Bullet is powered by the legendary 6.2 liter Hemi Hellcat V8, paired with the advanced 8-speed 8 HP 95 torque flight automatic transmission. The powertrain enables the Durango to achieve 0 to 60 mph time in 3.5 seconds, complete the quarter mile in 11.5, and reach a top speed of 180 miles an hour. I don't think any of this shit has changed. Drive modes: auto, sport, track, snow, tow, eco, and valet. The Silver Bullet will offer a wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. 19 speaker. I mean, you know, you guys can read all of this shit. I don't have to go all over it. But it's a Durango Hellcat for 2025. No other cars is getting Hellcats. Chargers, Challengers, no Hellcat engine. T-Rex, no Hellcat engine. The T-Rex got the final edition in 2024, so the T-Rex is basically dead. And it's going to be replaced by the Row, right? The Row. Remember that name on this channel. It's going to be replaced by the Row. Trackhawk has been dead for some years now. They dropped the 6.4 392 in the Jeep Grand Cherokee, the Jeep Wrangler, and they're charging $90,000 for that. But for some reason, they're bringing back the Hellcat in 2025 in one color. They're only offering the 2025 Durango Hellcat in one color, which is the Silver Bullet, which to my understanding is literally just silver. Like, as you can see it right here, That's what it's going to look like. Silver with black rims, black 20s, red calipers, and a black hood. And here's the interesting part about it. So all of the trouble that Dodge is having right now with expensive cars, cars not moving, cars not selling, charging 60, 70,000 for scats, 80, 90, 100,000 for cats. And Dodge is having a lot of trouble moving those cars. You would think that they would be mindful of that fact. And they would say, you know what? This is the last Hellcat. Let's make sure that this Hellcat edition moves, right? Let's make sure that the consumers are able to afford this last edition Hellcat, right? No, that's not what Dodge is thinking. MSRP, $113,325. Let me say that again. For a 7-seater, 3-row, 2-door SUV, 710 horsepower, Durango Hellcat, that has been coming out since what, 2020, 2021? They want $113,000 for this Hellcat Durango in 2025. It only comes in one color. It only comes in one trim on the interior. You can't option it out however you choose. It only comes in this one option. And they want you to pay $113,000 for it. And that's excluding whatever a dealer may or may not mark it up to. It could be $120 by the time you guys touch it. But it's $113 MSRP right off the lot. I don't understand it, man. Can you guys help me understand it? What am I missing here? What's so, no disrespect to my Durango Hellcat brothers and sisters out there. You guys, you know, if you got 6 figures to put into an SUV with the big Hellcat engine, by all means, you know, do you. But what's so special about the Durango that they've got to extend it a full year with the Hellcat engine in it, and they can't do that for any other cars? You can't tell me that the Durango is selling more and better than Chargers and Challengers. That doesn't make sense. The Durango is a very niche type of automobile. It's a 7-seater, 3-row SUV. Like, if you don't have a family, you have no need for a Durango. I don't know one person that's driving a Durango that doesn't have a family of some sort. You know what I'm saying? A Durango is what you buy when you don't want to buy a fucking Chrysler Pacifica. Like, you want something that looks good, sounds good, and actually moves relatively good. And you don't want to get a van. Like, you know, whenever the time comes for me to have a big ass family like that, I'm not getting a van, I'm getting an SUV. Like, I think that's most people's mindset. And that's why they lead to the Durangos, the Grand Cherokees, the Grand Cherokee Wagoneers, all that stuff. Like, most people would rather get an SUV over a van all day long. But this is a very niche type of automobile. Like, it serves a very niche audience. You know what I'm saying? If you're single, you don't need a big ass SUV with a Hellcat engine, no less. So I don't understand why they're bringing this car back with the Hellcat, but none of the other ones. No Charger, no Challenger. I mean, technically, the Charger and the Challenger in 2025 would have been dead for almost 2 years. Like, 23 was the last year you'll ever see a conventional ICE Charger or Challenger. And those were the best selling without a doubt, especially the Scat. But somehow or another, Dodge wants to bring the Hellcat Durango back for one more year. And this is the underlying issue that a lot of people aren't talking about. Because to my understanding, in 2021, that was the first year of the Durango Hellcat. Dodge literally said, let me make sure. Dodge Durango, not Durango. If I'm not mistaken, in 2021, Dodge basically stated that this would be the first and last year that this Hellcat would ever exist in a Durango. Now, this was one-on-one type of deal, 3-row, 7-seater, 2-door or 4-door SUV, big, heavy, but powerful, powered by a 710 horsepower monster V8 supercharged engine. Dodge promised everybody that this would be the last year that this car would ever be produced, that it would exist, whatever the case may be. And then out of nowhere, they brought them back. They skipped 2022 and then ended up bringing them back in 2023. Here's one right here. It's up the street in Cornelius. And they want 109 for it. They still want 109,000 for it. And then they brought it back in 23. Then they brought it back in 24. And now they're bringing it back in 2025. Well, let me see here. Did they make a Durango Hellcat in 24? Yeah, they did. And they want 110 for it. Look at all these Durango Hellcats that have not moved. Aberdeen, 110. Fort Mill, 110. Cornelius, 111. Monroe, 110, 111. This is in Charlotte, right up there. This is here. 103 in Kernersville, 113, 103, 110, 112. Steve White got him for 112. Albemarle got him for 91. Okay, Albemarle, North Carolina, they working with you. Cornelius won 110. All of these damn Durango Hellcats, over $100,000 with the exception of Albemarle CDJR. So if you want a Hellcat Durango and you're in the Carolinas, go to Albemarle because they're going to take care of you. Everybody else wants 106, 112, 110, 103, 104, 110. And then Dodge has the audacity to come out and say, yeah, we're going to bring back for one more year, except this year we want 113 off the rip. I feel bad for the 2021 Dodge Durango Hellcat owners that were told and promised that the Durango Hellcat would never come back. And this is a once in a lifetime thing. Because, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but every single year that Dodge comes out with the Durango Hellcat, the value of that 2021 just goes down. Because it's like, you know, I don't have to spend 130, because to my understanding, I heard that some people were spending 130, 150 for their Durango Hellcat in 2021, because it's like, this is a limited run. I've got to get this car immediately. Otherwise, I'm never going to see it again. I've got to go ahead and, you know, put my money down on this car because I'll never see another SUV with this type of power ever again. And then 2 years later, Dodge was like, yeah, we're bringing it back. And then we're going to bring it back the next year. And then we're going to bring it back another year after that too. So a lot of people got screwed over in that, because a lot of people went out and, like I said, they paid 130, 150. I read one article where one dude paid 180 for a Durango Hellcat to get it to the spec that he wanted it at. And then Dodge took 2022 off to fake them out. It's almost like they knew, like, we can't come back with the new one too soon, because then they'll know it's capped. So we got to skip 2022, make people feel like their 21 is special. Then we'll come out with the Hellcat again in 23, 24, and then 25. And what's interesting about this particular Hellcat Durango is that it only comes in one color, only comes in one trim, interior and exterior. To my understanding, you don't have any option to change anything. The rims, the color, the black hood, the interior, all of that shit is standard. Like, you can't change that. And they want 113 for this. Now, I love the Durango Hellcat. I dig it. But I don't know if I dig it enough for 113,000, especially in a color that I don't even get to choose. But it's just like, why is the Durango so special? Like, it almost feels like they just had this particular Durango color left over at the factory. They had a bunch of Hellcat engines, and they was like, listen, just put it in the Durango, tell them that it's a special edition, it's the last call, and sell it. Sell it for 113. I don't get it. But I guess that's not for me to get, because I'm not in the market for a Durango and I don't work for Dodge. But explain this to me, guys. How do you feel about it? 2025 Dodge Durango SRT Hellcat comes back for one more year. And from what they're telling us, the final year of the Durango Hellcat. But it only comes in one color, one trim, and they want 113 for it. I'm not knocking the Durango Hellcat at all. I just don't like how Dodge has done the Durango Hellcat. And I feel bad for the 2021 Durango Hellcat owners that were told that, you know, this would be the only year that this car would exist. And you better jump on it right now, because clearly that's not the case. I don't know, man. Like, subscribe, comment, talk to your boy, man. Once again, shout out to Mopar Insiders for having the scoop here. But it is what it is, man. You know, Dodge is doing whatever they want to do at this point. They're audible. They're running all kinds of audibles and stuff right now that I don't understand why, but it is what it is, man. Like, subscribe, comment. It's been your boy Knockout. Peace.